Monday. It's Mark Pires. I was walking and it's Renaissance Man. I'm here to ease my mind and help my living. It's Renaissance Man. It's daily variety show Mark Pires Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on day 1,309 in a row. What's this say? It contains banned words. I can't say Al-Qaeda. Oh my goodness. Wow, on TikTok, guys, I can't say Al-Qaeda. It's a banned word. Wow, I had no idea. So we're going to put Zawahiri killed. Let's see if that lets us do it. This is crazy. Day 1,309 in a row. Trying to get going over here on the TikTok show as well, and it's flipped my camera so they can't see anything. How about that? Anyway, how's everybody doing out there? We got a story for you today. And yeah, right off the bat, I got limited on it. I made a short. I thought maybe I'd start the show with the short because it just went live right before the show and you haven't seen it. I tried to make it as the intro and it wouldn't allow me. However, I'm going to play it for you right after Zabrowski gives us a friggin' woohoo. Zabrosk, can we get a woohoo? Double-decker style. I'm looking for a big one tonight, because we killed a friggin' Al-Qaeda leader today. By we, I mean the royal we, United States of America. So we're going to talk about that. I haven't read the story yet, but I pulled it up, and I made a quick short about it. And I hadn't read the story. I made a short. You'll see it. It's silly. It went to TikTok right away. And I was like, I'm dropping it here on that table. When you drop on the tube, things can happen. How's everybody doing on TikTok? Lita, how you doing? Just want to say hello to everybody. Daniel, good to see you, my friend. Anybody who's out there kicking it, say hello. Jeffrey Flissick, I love seeing Jeffrey kicking. And S-Coop. And Christine Seidman. That's, when you're talking about mods, there's like, hey, here's mods. And then freaking Christine Seidman, she's flipping words and doing it in reverse and stuff like, it's crazy. Anyway, how's everybody doing out there? Day 1,309 in a row. We're about to get into it. We're just waiting for a woohoo from Zabrowski. If you guys don't know who Zabrowski is, he's a Grammy winner for the woohoo. Greatest woohoo this side of the freaking Mississippi. So we're about to get it, and then we're going to get it. The story of the day. What is it, Mark? Al-Qaeda leader dies. We freaking killed him. Oh, you know what? I'm not allowed to say those words, apparently. TikTok is just, I didn't know those were banned words, Al-Qaeda. I didn't know that. The Al-Q, we'll call it. The Al-Q leader was killed today. Zabrosk. Oh, wow. There's something to live for, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's something to die for, yeah, yeah, yeah. Give me something to live for. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You need something to die for. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Guys, here comes the woohoo. For Zabrowski, we need a woohoo. There's 83 people, 91. Let's do it. Woohoo! Right, guys, keep smacking that friggin' screen. We just got a woohoo from Matt Zabrosk. You can't do better than that. And a read by Charlie Day. Basically, that's what you get here on the Renaissance Man show. I kind of do like a sort of Jim Carrey / Charlie Day impression, essentially, when I'm doing the news. So let's get into it. Joanne, can you pull up the friggin' story? I'm here. Joanne, seriously, can you pull up the freaking story? We're trying to do it. Al-Qaeda leader was killed. I can't say that. Al-Q leader was killed today. What? No, Joanne, we're not allowed to say those words on TikTok. Apparently they're banned. You can't talk about a freaking rival, organization like the Al-Q. When you're out there against the Al-Q and they're throwing sand at you. You got the upper hand. I'm dealing with like Uzis and double jacket deals, flipping them in. They're throwing sand, and eating sand, apparently. Anyway, let's get into the story, Joanne. What do we got today? Look, I came upon this story right before the show, and I made a quick TikTok on it. And then it's a super crazy comedy bit about Al-Qaeda's leader being killed. And how do you make comedy out of that? We're going to show you right now. This is the bit. If you haven't seen it yet, it's a super crazy comedy bit. What are we doing? Why is that playing? Here we go. This is the bit. I just went live with it on YouTube and TikTok. And it's just 60 seconds. And it already gave me a limited. You're giving me a limited on this? This is just comedy. Right here, we're going to go put this in the background. You can see it. You can hear it. Joanne, can you pull this up for us? I mean, we're here doing it, and you're just being a freaking smelly mess. You know, you guys don't know this, but Joanne's a wheezy McGee. Okay. Yeah.
Breaking news, Al-Qaeda leader Ayman al-Zawahiri is dead. We killed him with a friggin' airstrike. Talk about 2 Hellfire missiles. Be taken out by a drone.
Joanne,
yeah, Sleep Sofa Joe's gonna take the credit for it, but it's not like he had anything to do with it. He was napping in the basement. Anyway, look, he's got cove. He's getting better from it. Zawahiri, he's a dead man. Look, you mess with the United States of America, you come after our buildings, you come after our people, we're gonna friggin' take you out.
That's right.
Zawahiri. You got Zawahiri.
You got Zawahiri here.
We took out the Al-Qaeda leader with a drone strike. By Menon.
By Menon.
I don't want to mislead you and have you believe that By Menon had anything to do with it, because they really didn't. They just supplied the speed stick. They supplied the speed stick for Zawahiri with the smelly armpits. You know?
They smell.
Look, when you have Joe Biden at the freaking command, pushing his finger on the button, you just don't know where that freaking missile's going.
No idea.
Today it happened to be a precision strike on Ayman al-Zawahiri. Look, make sure you follow me for more breaking news. Breaking news, Al-Qaeda leader Ayman al-Zawahiri is dead. We killed him with a friggin' airstrike. Talk about 2 Hellfire.
Guys, that's freaking crazy. I love doing news stories like that. But I've been dropping 3 to 8 stories a day on TikTok, and then we're live every day for 1,309 days in a row. Let's get into this story, Joanne. Can you pull it up for me? Who's this guy on the screen? Oh, that's me. Thanks for coming out. Here we go. What is with this stupid thing on the top of the screen, Joanne? I don't need to see Spear and Mackey. Give me a crapperoo. Yeah, I'm going to report this ad. Why the hell is it so large at the top of the screen, CNN? Because you're friggin' fake news. You know? All right, here we go. U.S. kills Al-Qaeda leader Ayman al-Zawahiri in drone strike. They did it again, Joanne. They freaking did it again. Can we get that thing off the screen? There we go. All right. Yeah, I don't really need to see it. You know? There we go. From the top, Joanne, from the top. U.S. kills Al-Qaeda leader Ayman Zawahiri in a drone strike in Afghanistan. Joe Biden tried to take credit, but then he pooped his triple diaper, and he fell asleep in it. The United States killed Al-Qaeda leader Ayman al-Zawahiri in a drone strike. President Sleepy Poopy Pants Joe Biden said Monday in a speech at the White House, I authorized a precision strike. Oh, come on, man. They would remove me from the battlefield once and for all. Biden said. Zawahiri, who just turned 71 years old, had remained a visible international symbol of the group 11 years after the U.S. killed Osama bin Laden. At one point, he acted as bin Laden's personal physician. Zawahiri was sheltering in a downtown Kabul to reunite with his family, Sleepy Poo said, and was killed in what a senior administrator described as a precise, tailored airstrike using 2 Hellfire missiles. The drone strike was conducted at 9:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday and was authorized by Biden following weeks of meetings with his cabinet and key advisors. The official said on Monday, adding that no American personnel were on the ground in Kabul at the time of the airstrike. Senior Haqqani Taliban figures were aware of Zawahiri's presence in the area, the official said, in clear violation of the Doha Agreement. You know, Joanne, I told you, they better not freaking break the Doha Agreement, you know? But Joanne's like, and she wheezed through the whole freaking conversation. It even took steps to conceal his presence after Saturday's successful strike, restricting access to the safe house and repeatedly, Joanne, that's rapidly. Thanks for coming out. You know, Jim Carrey and restricting access to the safe house and rapidly relocating members of his family, including his daughter and her children, who were intentionally not targeted during the strike and remained unharmed. Intentionally not struck. You think freaking they cared? They shot the freaking Hellfire missiles. They're like, if we hit any bystanders, whatever, we're going for Zawahiri. You know, this is called collateral damage. You don't know about a collateral damage? You know? Sometimes you're there and you got a freaking barrier you got to get around. Collateral damage. Oh, a couple kids, a wife. Do you want me to kill 2 kids and a woman? F that, mate. I don't kill 2 kids and a woman, mate. Okay? You tell me one time. One time, Manny. Okay? So, okay. I'll take you out to effing hell. What's that? Not Scarface, Joanne. Joanne said, is that the guy who you ordered your sandwich from today? No, Joanne. Scarface. You know, sometimes you're in the middle of it, you know, and you say, you just, out of nowhere, you're just like, the only thing I have in this world is my word and my boss. And I don't break them for no one, mate. Okay? And then she thinks it's the guy we ordered our turkey sandwiches from today. That's so you, Joanne. That's so you. You know, you're doing a Scarface. Joanne wants to order a bologna. No, Joanne, sandwiches are tomorrow. That guy doesn't even have the same tone. You know, she's trying to connect the guy from the freaking deli with Scarface. Joanne, that guy was like, okay. He's totally different, you know? Sometimes you got to school Joanne, you know. What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, your wheeze is exceptionally loud tonight. And we're just here trying to get into the show, you know. You can't blame her, guys. Can't blame her. She's got a humongocarditis. That's what happens when you trust the psyop. I mean the science. You gotta trust the science, guys. That's where all the answers are. The answers are there in the psyop. I mean the science. It's in the science, guys. It's all there. You just have to look into the data. It's all there. It's like breadcrumbs. Look at that. All the information in the psyop. I mean the science. It's right there. You know, sometimes when you're in the middle of it and you can't think clearly, you know, there's so much information being thrown at you and forced, you know, get in line, get in bugaboo, go get freaking, you can't work tomorrow. You don't get a bugaboo, you know, and then you're like, you know what? F you, dude. All right. My body, my choice. Like, what happened to that? It was only good until 2021, 20. It's back again. It's back again. My body, my choice is back. It was not good for about a year and a half. For a year and a half, you were a racist for saying my body, my choice. And you didn't care about humanity. Anyway, how's everybody doing out there? In a series of tweets, Sleep Sofa Jet. No, I'm just kidding. Taliban spokesman Zabiya Walaba Mujabibi, that's exactly how you pronounce that one, said an airstrike was carried out on a residential house in the Sherpur area of Kabul city on July 31st. He said the nature of the incident was not apparent at first, but the security intelligence services of the Islamic Emirates investigated the incident, and findings determined that the strike was carried out by an American drone. The tweets by Mujahid said they were prior to CNN's reporting of Zawahiri's death. Mujahid said the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan strongly condemns this attack on any pretext and calls it a clear violation of international principles and Doha agreement. So freaking Joe Biden broke the Doha. Look, I don't really mind because this guy was a creeper, but in general, breaking the Doha. You're not allowed to break the Doha. We just talked about, you know, Joanne wanted to do that. Joanne, no, your wheeze absolutely breaks the Doha. It's like breaking the sound barrier in a way. Justice has been delivered. Joe Biden, 46th president of the United States, who was kept abreast of the strike against Zawahiri, is isolated with a rebound case of COVID-19. Guys, he's triple boosted. Got 2 cases of the bugaboo, 2 cases of the Cove. Doing great over there, Joe, huh? Look, he's still alive, though. What? Come on, man. It's Beth. Thank God. Thank God I took my 9,427 bugger boosters. That's why I'm still here, man. I'm kicking it. Kicking it. I talked to someone last week, got all the bugger boosters, and then someone they're married to didn't have any. You know, they were like, I don't trust this science, you know? And the guy who was doing all the stuff that they told him to do had worse symptoms than the one who was just like, you know what, I'm going to go and take some freaking vitamin D from the sun. I'm going to go and take some freaking vitamin K because vitamin C it. Filling myself up on it. And they seem to do okay on that. Anyway, everybody's different. That's the reality of this. But Sleepy Poo's doing all right with his double-decker sandwich of the Covey Bovey. Guys, Zawahiri, Biden said, was deeply involved in planning the 9/11. One of the most responsible for the attacks of the murdered. Come on, man. My Aunt Judy told me 2,977 people. Yeah, it was pretty freaking ridiculous. For decades, he was the mastermind of attacks against Americans. Now justice has been delivered, and this terrorist leader is no more. People around the world no longer need to fear the vicious and determined killer, he continued, before pooping his triple diaper. The United States continues to demonstrate our resolve and our capacity to defend the American people against those who seek to do harm against us, especially the people who are running the country right now. We make it clear again tonight that no matter how long it takes, no matter where you hide, if you are a threat to our people, we'll just shut down pipelines. We'll just leave the border open. The United States will find you and take you out, or we'll let you in. By the millions. We really don't give a freaking crap. As long as you can have a face, we're going to get you into that voting poll next time. All right? You remember that we got you in. We brought you to America. You just remember that when you're voting, you vote the color blue. Azul. Azul. You go Azul. And because Azul was the one who brought you, let you in. That's an easy sell, you know. Oh, you want to come to America? You're going to get a piece of paper next November. Freaking Zool. Oh, what? Freaking Zool. Freaking Zool? That's right. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a man. Smoke dog, baby. And when you're talking about Smokey coming out from Friday, saying he don't give an F, you know, because you got F and ool. You're there bringing in voters, Southern border style. Remember, Azul, what's that? That's the way you vote. Remember, we let you in. Oh, that's right, you did. We're giving you $450,000 too, by the way, because we feel bad. God, I'm just out of my mind, guys. A close ally of bin Laden, Zawahiri comes from a distinguished Egyptian family, according to the New York Times. His grandfather, Rabbi al-Zawahiri, was an imam at Al-Zahar University in Cairo. His great-uncle, Abdel Rahman Az... Freaking hey, Joanne, can't you just play those parts for me? Like, play the names, so I can just be like... And I'll do like a, old kung fu movie style thing where they're just doing a voiceover. His great uncle, al-Zawahiri, but it looked like I almost did it right, was the first secretary of the Arab League. He eventually helped to mastermind the deadliest terror attack on American soil when hijackers turned the U.S. airliners into missiles. This is what he said. This is the scumbag who just died today, or a couple days ago. Those 19 brothers who went out and gave their souls to Allah Almighty. God Almighty has granted them this victory we are enjoying now, al-Zawahiri said in a videotape message released in 2002. Piece of garbage. It was the first of many touting messages the terrorist who became al-Qaeda's leader after the U.S. forces killed bin Laden in 2011 would send out over the years, urging militants to continue the fight against America and chiding U.S. leaders. Zawahiri was constantly on the move once the U.S.-led invasion of Afghanistan began after the September 11th, 2001 attacks. At one point, he narrowly escaped a U.S. onslaught in a rugged, mountainous Tora Bora region of Afghanistan, an attack that left his wife and children dead. Can I ask you guys a freaking question? Didn't they just say his wife and children were left unharmed? We got to scroll back up and see that. Okay. It's in here. I swear I read that. Okay. Oh, his daughter and her children. Okay, wait a second. Okay, restricting access to the safe house and rapidly relocating members of his family, including his daughter and her children, who were intentionally not targeted during the strike. So basically... They were not taken out, but they were removed from the situation, and his wife and kids were actually killed in 2002. I remember that. I actually thought he died. That's why when I saw this today, I was like, didn't that guy die already like 10 years ago? Like, I remember Zawahiri dying. Is anybody else? Is this a Mandela thing? Like, I really feel like this guy died. Zawahiri was not alive anymore. Like, I'm really kind of baffled by this one when I saw it today. I swear, guys, when I saw this guy, I was like, this guy was killed. I remember the freaking headlines. Zawahiri dead. Al-Zawahiri. Oh, we got the number 2 in command. He was number 2 at the time. He got number 2 in command, was killed. He was on a freaking, playing cards. Does anybody else remember this? Or am I just having some weird memory here? But I feel like this is a Mandela, guys. I'm really, I don't know. Now I'm kind of weirded out by this when I'm thinking about it. I'm just stepping back for a second after we read the whole story. But when I first pulled it, I was like, I thought that guy was dead. I remember the first thing I thought. I was like, I thought that guy died already. I remember Zawahiri, and as a front pager, we got the number 2 at Al-Qaeda, Zawahiri. I'm like, what the? He's dead now in 2022, but I thought he was dead 10, 20 years ago, something like that. Covey Bovey, Flixio knows. This is Bella. Somebody was asking a question. I'm on YouTube. I'm on like 10 different platforms at once, Bella. So hope you come back. But yeah, I just started, going live on TikTok maybe like 6 months ago and trying to bring them into the YouTube show, so we can bring build the crowd out on YouTube. So basically, Zawahiri, guys, he's dead maybe for the second time, because I don't know. Like I said, I remember the dude was absolutely dead, but it could just be some weird memory I have, not really sure. Oh, goodness. So I'm trying to remember. It's a Mandela's. Yeah, Pamela's saying it could be a Mandela thing. I just really feel like that is something that may have already taken place. But you know what? We have so many different events that take place throughout our life. It's impossible to remember it all. And it's very easy to take another person with some weird last name like Nubu, and I'm like, oh yeah, Zawahiri, he died already. And like, no, it wasn't Zawahiri, it was Zawawuwu. Oh, that's right, it was Zawawuwu. But I didn't know that. I thought it was Zawahiri. You know what I mean? So it sounds like I may be the only person thinking that he died for the first time in 2000 and whatever, 2003. But they said that his family died, so maybe that's what it was. His family died and he got away. I remember him dying. I remember that name, Zawahiri, and that he was not. But look, I obviously am wrong because he's been running the freaking gamut, right? Since 2011, they said. So it's not a Mandela. It's just me having a Mandela moment is what I think is really going on here. But anyway, we got another terrorist today. I jokingly said in my clip that Biden will take credit for that, but he doesn't know what's going on. He's just like there. Huh? What? We got who? Oh, Zawa Poopy Pants. I got one of those in my diaper. My Aunt Judy told me to wear a triple diaper. When you don't do it, strange things occur. So here's what I got to start doing. I got to freaking do a better job because it's impossible. It's been so impossible, but I got to stop talking about freaking politics, guys. Like in all sides. And it sucks because I do impressions and a lot of them are around the political side of things. But I feel like, and this is an interesting thing. The other day, someone on Facebook said, I've been posting on Facebook, and someone on Facebook said, I almost followed you because I thought you were funny. And then you talked about politics. And I was like, And I said, look, not everything's about politics. I do 3 to 5 to 8 stories a day. It's not politics. It's like whatever I see, I do a story on. Sometimes it's politics. I said, you shouldn't judge a show based on one piece of content when there's 2,500 pieces of content. I just hit 2,500 pieces of content today, guys. I can't believe that, but I got a notification on my phone saying, congratulations, you've uploaded 2,500 pieces of content to YouTube. That's freaking insane. And we're just 3 to 5, 8 a day, and it's these little shorts now. We're just doing the shorts because nobody has the freaking capacity to watch a long form comedy bit or a piece of music or anything, at least the way that the platform's set up. So we're keeping this concept of short form, get people to want to come out hopefully and hang out with us at night and get into a few different moments. It's kind of what we try to do. There's no script here. There's never been a script. So we just try to see if we can get into something here, whether it's a conversation or a piece of music or maybe a laugh. I would like to start doing some call-ins here, guys, if you want to start doing that. I do have a phone number. I have to figure out how to make it work on my desktop because while we're live here on YouTube, I'm bringing in the TikTok crowd, trying to see if we can get them to join us on YouTube. And I can't take phone calls while they're on my phone. So that's the only problem. I wish there was a way to broadcast from OBS right into TikTok, but I don't have that ability, I don't think. So anyway, guys, remember, we do this every single night. I don't know what's going to happen, what stories are going to come up. Tonight we had a story about a guy who's freaking dead. Al-Qaeda. Damn it. I can't believe that. I typed in Al-QAE onto TikTok just to say, look, this guy died. He's the leader of that group. And they wouldn't even let me put it in. It's banned to say those words. That's freaking weird. I don't know why they freaking do that suppression weird stuff where certain things are banned to put certain, like I noticed that now that I realized that, like I tried to put in hashtag Al-Q, and it wouldn't come up. It was like blank. It's like, that's freaking weird. So is hashtag terrorism, you put that word in there too, and it gets really weird. It's like, nope. So I guess there's like weird, there are banned words. I should really keep my eye out for all the banned stuff on TikTok, hashtags, whatever, so I don't use any of them ever. Because right now we're trying to see if we can build out TikTok. I think we have a little over 13,000 subscribers or followers over there. And we got to build it up to 130,000, 1.3 million, 13 million. That's just the beginning. I'm going to keep dropping content every single day. Comedy news. We'll get the show stuff, the music and the comedy out there, the outside stuff too, randomly as soon as people start really pouring into the show. But I still notice that when I put out something that's hilarious that we do here, that's just a live piece of comedy, they don't push it to anybody. They only push the stuff that's controversial. So I had somebody on TikTok say, "Ooh, you're doing a story on that? Why would you do that story?" I said, "I cover the news." "Oh yeah, but why would you fall into the same grouping as what the media is doing?" I have to cover the freaking news. The thing is, I do it differently. The way I do the news is it's funny. I'm not doing the news to scare you. I'm doing the news to make you laugh. And so I'll take every story that's made by someone like a TMZ or whatever. It's made some sort of freaking, exaggerated situation. And I'll read the title and then I'll put my goofy spin on it. And that's what I'll do every day forever. And if you like that type of comedy, if you like that type of news where you're getting the news, but you're getting a laugh in the moment as well, then give me a follow. And remember, it's every day. I've been holding on to that little bit of a frog in my throat for a while. So I've been enjoying doing the news. I really have. Like, did you see some of these stories we did? We did this thing with Jon Stewart. We did this thing with the last selfies on Earth. God, that scared the hell out of me, but it's kind of funny too at the same time. Like I said, gotta make it goofy if possible. Amber Heard apparently she was an escort. I didn't know that. It just came out in some court documents. Is the Earth doomed? This climate scientist thinks so. Woman filed $10 million lawsuit. That was a good one. Last selfie on Earth. You got to check that out. And then, of course, Sleep Sofa Joe has Covey Bovey again. This one I loved. I'm going to play it for you. Hold on. Because I do something here I never do on the show, and it's funny. My son saw it, and he goes, "I saw that bit." He goes, you didn't do a good job covering up the thing at the end." I go, "No, that was kind of the point. It's kind of the point. Like, that's the point. This is what was great about this moment right here is that I almost didn't put this part in. Okay. And then I did at the end. Check this out. You can head to YouTube to see this, but it's going to be playing. You'll hear it at least. President Joe Biden tests positive for COVID-19 again. That's right. His second case in less than 2 weeks after 2 negative tests. The president says he feels great with those weird friggin' bulbous eyes that he's got now. And he's going to take the Paxlovid again. And he'll be down in his basement. You just reach out when you need something. He'll be napping it. Anyway, guys, that's what's going on right now. A second case of the Cove for the president. I hope he gets through this. We don't want anything to go wrong with the president. Believe me, you don't want his successor. I'm just saying. And at the end of the day, remember, this isn't a political show. I'm just here to freaking do the news. And sometimes the president gets COVID for a second time. And I got to do a story on it. So don't be a Karen. You know what I mean? Enjoy the news. Share it.
okay, and fucking follow. I'll see you on the next one.
Oh,
President Joe Biden
right
tests positive.
That one kills me right there. That one kills me. You know, sometimes you gotta just go with the flow, you know. Oh, goodness. We're crazy here. That's what we do. We live in the moment and create silliness. So if you can, head over and watch the newest shorts. About 4 or 5 from today. And there will be 4 or 5 or whatever I see tomorrow on the news I'm going to drop for you. And it's going to be with a little laugh in there, you know. And join us tomorrow. Stay 1,310 in a row. We're just 4 days away from my lucky number, 1313 in a row. I can't wait. I'd really love to see a couple thousand people here that night. Let's make it happen. Just 4 days from now. How does the internet work? Wow, guy's been live 1,313 days in a row. Let's spread the friggin' word and get everybody here in 4 days. You can make it happen, guys. Oh, goodness. So, until tomorrow, kill it and grill it. And Pamela Swan, and Renee Woods, and S. Coop, and Trish Killian, too. And Yardbirds, my brother. Over here on TikTok, we got Christine Seidman. And we got Jay Fritz kicking it with me. Jay Fritz, you rock. Thanks for kicking it. I hope you'll stick around, give me a follow, because I will be live again tomorrow for day 1310 in a row. Superior Cat. Oh, yeah. Oh, Sig Sauer popping in. S-Coop. Guys, when you got the fam popping in, doing a little lurkaroo, and they're coming a little, just say hello. You know what I mean? That's when you know you're doing well. So I'm going to say one more time through, guys. If you have a chance, jump into the chat. And I'm going to say goodnight to you. Kill it and grill it. Pamela Swan. Renee Woods. S-Coop. Sig Sauer. Superior Cat, Trish Killian, Yardbirds, Christine Seidman, and Jay Fritz. There's a couple other lurkers over here on TikTok. I love you guys too, so don't get fresh. Remember, I will see you tomorrow. Until then, it's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man. I love you guys. See you tomorrow. You got to go away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See you tomorrow, family.